We stayed out late, but never stayed the night. Shared all our truths, but not the fears we hide. You held my hand like you meant more, but always stopped at halfway doors. You knew the songs I played alone. We built a world, but not a home. We touched the edge, we saw the spot, but never let it light the dark. I felt the pull, you felt it too, but something kept you out of view. Close enough to taste the flame, but never brave enough to name. It was almost love, almost real, almost something I could feel. In every glance, in every sight, but always slipping out of time. We were nearly heart to heart, but always half a world apart. You were nearly what I dreamed of, but it was almost love. You called me late, but not too much. Just when the night was soft to touch. We danced in silence, side by side, but never let our hearts collide. You smiled like maybe there was more, then closed the window, locked the door. I stayed and waited for a sign, but almost love don't cross that line. We never fought, we never flew, just hovered in the in-between of me and you. Like shadows stretched by morning sun, we almost happened but never begun. It was almost love, almost real, almost something I could feel. In every glance, in every sight, but always slipping out of time. We were nearly heart to heart, but always half a world apart. You were nearly what I dreamed of, but it was almost love. Maybe some things are meant to stay. Maybe we're stars that miss the day. Still I replay that almost kiss. Every quiet moment, it was almost love, not quite fate, close enough to hesitate. You were the line I couldn't cross, the sweetest ache, the softest loss. Now I look back but don't reach out to something I still dream about. You were nearly what I dreamed of, but it was almost love. You pick me up round 4:30. Wheels turn slow, hearts turn more. No plans, no place we had to be, just old school tracks and you and me. Windows down, hair in the breeze. You laughed like time was ours to freeze. The sunset hit your face just right, and I believed in love that night. Your speak. The stereo played something sweet. We didn't know where this would go, but every mile felt like home. We were living in backseat dreams, young and wild in worn out jeans, singing love songs off key, but it felt like harmony. Didn't care about the ending scene, just your eyes and the in-between. You swore we'd never lose this heat in those backseat dreams. We talk about futures like they were near, while drawing hearts and windows smeared. You said forever sounds like us, and I held on like it was trust. We kissed like stars would never fade, and let the night steal what we made. Your voice to be beneath my skin, and I thought love would always win. We danced in parking lots, no stage, just headlights and a borrowed tape. Those days still echo through my mind like R&B and rewind. We were living in backseat dreams, young and wild in worn out jeans, singing love songs off key, but it felt like harmony. Didn't care about the ending scene, just your eyes and the in-between. You swore we'd never lose this heat in those backseat dreams. Maybe we were too young to know that even fire learns to go, but I still drive down our old streets with you playing on repeat. We were living in backseat dreams, hearts wide open, gasoline burned too fast but burned so true, and every flame still feels like yo, the car's gone, but I still see a smile in every melody. We were more than it may seem in those backseat dreams. I reached for you like waves to shore. Again, again, I asked for more, but love was slipping thin as air. You were here, but never there. I tried to keep the rhythm tight, hold the pieces through the night, but love it ran like water does, and left me aching just because. Can't hold what won't stay, can't fight what fades away. I gave you all my open hands, but you fell right through like grains of sand. Can't hold what don't wanna be mine, no matter how I tried each time. You were always just out of reach, like ties that never stay for me. I laid it bare, my truth, my soul. No secrets left, no parts I hold. I told you fears I never shared, hoping you would still be there. But silence was the only sound. Your eyes were somewhere else by now, and every word I say for you just felt like rain you never knew. I had spoken, but too late. You'd already closed gave, you slipped. I spoke, you quit. I held on while you let go. Now I'm standing in the echo. Can't hold what won't stay. Can't beg a heart to feel the same. I had spoken all my truth, but you were long gone from that room. You were water, you were gone, and I was left to carry on with words unheard and hands run dry. You were always just passing by. She wakes up with his name, whispers lost inside her mind. No reason why, no rhyme, just a feeling she can't hide. Like a melody that lingers, soft and sweet but undefined. In her heart a quiet fire, burning without a sign. Don't ask why she loves him, no logic in her soul. It's stubborn like the sunrise, gentle but out of control. She doesn't know the reason, but still she holds on tight, loving him without a season. In the quiet of the night, she traces memory like shadows on a wall. Every smile, every tear echoes softly calling. And though she tries to let go, her heart won't listen at all. Caught in waves of longing, answerless yet so tall. Don't ask why she loves him, no logic in her soul. It's stubborn like the sunrise, gentle but out of control. She doesn't know the reason, but still she holds on tight, loving him without a season. In the quiet of the night, maybe love's just mystery, no rules or clarity, just a feeling deep inside that refuses to say goodbye. Don't ask why she loves him, no logic in her soul. It's stubborn like the sunrise, gentle but out of control. She doesn't know the reason, but still she holds on tight, loving him without a season. In the quiet of the night, I gave you poems you never read, held your storms while mine bled. Tried to be your peace and fire, but you just dimmed my every light. You called it love, I called it loss. I paid in full, you just walked off, left me with an empty stage while you clapped for your own game. But I'm done playing small, no more tears that don't get calls. You were the lesson, not the man. Now I wear my strength and glam. That was my flop era, hard to wide. Gave you gold while you just lied. But look at me now, I glow, I shine, healing slow in softer lines, brighter eyeliner, smooth thought your love was worth the burn, till I found the strength to turn from texts unanswered nights too long to loving me in every song. I bought the dream, you sold me less, but I wear heartbreak like a dress. Now I sip peace and candlelight with R&B and cleaner eyes. You were chaos in disguise, now I see through quiet skies. No regrets, just better taste, and men and shoes in what I chase. That was my flop era, too much grace, running in a losing race. But look at me now, I rise, I bloom, playing soft soul in my room. No more waiting by the phone, I found comfort on my own. You were the mess, I'm the design. That was my flop era. Now I'm fine. Every tear was setting free, every why brought back to me. I love too loud, you love too late. Now I'm the peace you couldn't fake. That was my flop era. Truth be told, gave you warmth, you left me cold. But I turned pain into perfume and found myself in quiet tunes. Brighter eyeliner, higher heels. No more love that barely feels. I laugh now when I see that time. That was my flop era, but now I shine. I knew from the start you weren't all in. You touched like a wave, but never let me swim. You smiled like you cared, but looked away too soon. I was chasing shadows in a crowded room, but I stayed even when I knew you couldn't love the way I do. I gave you songs and sleepless nights. You gave me almost, but not quite. I loved you with half a heart, the other half stayed in the dark. You never held me fully close, but I still gave you all I wrote. And even though you couldn't see what your silence did to me, I loved you real, I loved you hard, even with just half a heart. You never promised, and I never asked, but hope has a way of wearing a mask. I told myself this might grow slow, but some seeds just don't wanna grow. Still I waited in the quiet space for something more than empty grace. You held the door but never stayed, and I kept calling anyway. I loved you with half a heart, the other half stayed in the dark. You never held me fully close, but I still He touched my face like porcelain, soft and slow like morning wind. His eyes held things he wouldn't say, but I felt the truth slip anyway. He held me close but not for long, like a verse before the final song. I should have known by how he sighed that this would be our last goodbye. He kissed me goodbye, sweet as a lullaby, like he still loved me, but had to lie. No anger, no tears in his eyes, just a silence that cut like the sky. It wasn't cold, it wasn't cruel, it was the saddest kind of true. He kissed me goodbye, and I broke without a sound. He traced my hand like he'd remember every line like fading embers. Didn't say forever, didn't say when. Just take care like we were friends. But I could feel it in his breath, a kind of love scared to face death. So he left it blooming in my chest, a garden with no place to rest. He kissed me goodbye, gentle as falling rain, as if letting go would ease the pain. But love still echoed in the air, even though he wouldn't stay there. It wasn't harsh, it wasn't rushed, just a goodbye wrapped in a hush. He kissed me goodbye, like a memory he'd keep too much. Maybe he loved me, but not enough to fight the world or call it tough. Sometimes love just walks away while still wanting you to stay. He kissed me goodbye like a closing scene, not bitter, but far from clean. No promises, no last regret, just a moment I can't forget. It wasn't right, it wasn't fair, but love was still hanging there. He kissed me goodbye and left the forever in the air. He never said the words out loud, no fireworks, no shouting proud. But when the world would fall apart, he held the pieces of my heart. No flowers left in my front door, just quiet hands that gave me more than all the poems I used to read. He loved in ways I didn't need. No I love you ever came, but I heard it just the same. In every breath he didn't take, in every choice he didn't fake. He wrote me in his silence, the pauses and the glance, in the way he stayed beside me when the world forgot to dance. No verses, no confessions, but in every small expression I found a love so honest. He wrote me in. silence. He didn't chase the movie scene, just folded warmth in simple things. The way he'd warm my coffee cup, and never let my light give up. He'd brush my hair behind one ear, say nothing but still make it clear that I was safe inside his world, without a single spoken word. No declarations in the rain, but still he soothed away my pain. Not through lines or grand displays, but just by showing up each day. He wrote me in his silence, in the patience, in the glance, in the way he saw my shadows and still chose to take the dance. No chorus, no big gesture, but in every quiet measure, he loved me calm, not violent. He wrote me in his silence. Some need words to feel they're known, but I was written in his tone, and all the things he didn't say, he told me he would always stay. He wrote me in his silence, soft as midnight, strong as chance. And now when I sit in the still, I feel his love, I always will. No ink, no page, just presence. No speech, just full acceptance. I never felt more vibrant. He wrote me in his silence. Mug on the counter, lipstick stain. One side of the bed still knows her name. Sweater hanging by the door. She don't live here, not anymore. But every step I take, she lingers still, like her touch on the window sill. She's gone, yeah, she walked away, but her shadow never learned to fade. Her shadow stayed on the walls, in the air, in the silence when I think she's there, in the echo of her favorite song, like she's been here all along. I clean the dust, I close the blinds, but she's in the spaces I can't find. She left me lonely, left me gray, but somehow her shadow stayed. Scent of jasmine in the sheets, still plays her footsteps down the street. Every drawer holds some trace of her laughter, of her grace. And I don't like candles anymore. They flicker like she's at the door. Time should have washed her away, but she haunts me every day. Her shadow stay like a quiet Don't need diamonds on my skin, don't need the world to let me in. On the days I fall apart, just need a place to rest my heart. You don't have to fix the rain, just hold me close through all the pain. No speeches, no perfect lines, just your arms saying you'll be fine. And when the words are hard to find, when silence feels like the loudest sign, all I ever really need to do is lean a little closer to you. I just wanna hug you in the quiet night, let your heartbeat tell me it's alright. No grand gestures, no parade, just you and the colors start to fade. I don't need much, that's true, just a little warmth from you. On the days the world feels too unkind, I just wanna hug you and unwind. You don't have to understand it all, just catch me when I start to fall. No need to say the perfect phrase, just stay through all my heavy days. You don't have to promise more, just be the calm I'm looking for. Sometimes love is simple, slow, just needing someone who won't let go. You don't need to heal my scars, just sit beside me in the dark. The loudest love I ever knew was quiet hands that pulled me through. I just wanna hug you in the quiet night, let your presence be my light. No fancy lines, no need to prove, just be the peace I can move to. I don't need stars to feel the sky, just your shoulder when I cry. When the noise is too much to push through, I just wanna hug you, just you. And if I never say enough, just know that this is how I love. In softest ways and steady breath, I find my strength inside your chest. I just wanna hug you, that's my way to say I'm here, I'll always stay. No fireworks, no perfect scenes, just you and me and in-betweens. I don't want more than what is true, I just wanna hug you and be hugged too. He held me like he always did, same strong arm, same gentle grip. But the words he spoke that night cut deeper than goodbye. He said it soft, but it shook my soul, like I was too much, like I lost control. I looked for love in his eyes, but found the end of mine. No storm, no fight, no scream, just silence tearing at the seams. I was still breathing, but something left when he said it like he meant it less. I died in his arms that night, not my body, just the fire, the light. He didn't know, but his truth was ablaze, and every I love you just started to fade. I broke without sound, tears falling down, and he held me like he saved me. kissed my hair like it was all okay. But his words were cold and walked away. He stayed beside me, but he wasn't near, and that hurt more than if he disappeared. I wanted to speak, but I froze inside. The girl he loved had slowly died. Not from time, not from lies, but from one truth he couldn't hide. I died in his arms that night, when he told me he loved me out of spite. Not because it burned, not because it grew, but because it's just what he was used to. I closed my eyes, not to dream, but to forget what love once seemed. Still wrapped in him so tight, but I died in his arms that night. Don't need a grave, don't need a stone, just play that moment back alone, and you'll see me fading slow, while he held me letting go. I died in his arms so still, not from anger, not from will, not from knowing when love was gone, while he kept holding on. I smiled through the pain like I was okay, but the truth did me harm, and I died in his arms. I waited for the right time to open up the quiet side of me. Held back all the chaos, try to speak so carefully. I told you all my worries, the dreams I never dared to chase. I let the silence break, but you had already looked away. You were there but far away, like a song that starts to fade. And I was reaching out with truth, but it didn't make its way to you. I had spoken, every word was real. Open up the parts I used to see, and let you see the cracks beneath my light. But you were gone before the night. I had trusted you to understand, but you let go of my hand. I told you everything I held inside, but you had stopped listening in that time. I painted you my shadow, and the light I only show in dreams. I gave you every angle, not just the parts that always seem clean. I was raw and I was honest. No mask, no shield, no pride, but you were reading silence in a room I'd filled with signs. You smiled like you heard it all, but your heart had built a wall, and all the words I say for you just vanished in the empty room. I had spoken like a final plea, told you who I'm scared to be, let my voice fall like a fragile prayer, but you were really there. I had trusted you would still care, but your silence faster, far too fast, and truth comes second to the past. But I still would do it all, even if you didn't stay, 'cause I deserve to speak my soul, even if you walked away. I had spoken, I stood in the light, told my truth on a quiet night. Though you'll never understand, I let go of who I am. I had spoken, not for you, but for the me that needed to. And now I know I'll be just fine, even if you stopped listening that time. We don't talk, not anymore, but you still echo through my door. And every chord I softly play, you're the note that never fades. You're not here, but you remain in whispered dreams and window pane, like shadows dancing on my bed. You still live inside my head. I don't call, I don't chase, but I still feel your shape, your trace. In every melody I hum, you're the silence I become. You're in my head like a quiet song, still playing even though you're gone. Not in my arms, not in my life, but in my thoughts you're still alive. You're in my head like a lullaby, soft and low beneath the sky. Not mine to hold, but still you stay in every word I try to say. You're in the spaces between lines, in rainy nights and crooked rhymes. When I write, your name appears in every verse and hidden tears. We weren't meant to last, it's true, but some goodbyes still follow you. And even love that had to end can hum forever like a friend. I don't wish, I don't rewind, but you still move behind my mind. In every harmony I weave, you're the ache I never leave. You're in my head like a quiet flame, still flickering without a name. Not by my side, but still so near. In every song that pulls you here, you're in my head like a whispered prayer. I close my eyes and you're right there. I'm not part of now, but still you play in the echo of each day. Maybe that's where you belong, not in my life, but in my song. In every soft refrain I find, you stay behind, but never mind. You're in my head like a sacred sound, still spinning when no one's around. No longer us, but still somehow you're in my heart, just not right now. You're in my head, and there you'll be, a quiet ghost that sings with me. You're gone, I know, but even yet, you're the love I can't forget. It's 2 a.m. and the world's asleep, but this old track keeps calling me. Same slow beat, same melody. I wonder if you feel it too. Quietly, you're miles away. sky. You and I still synchronize. I can't see your face, can't hear your name, but every note still feels the same, like a whisper through the static sea. You're still tuning into me on this late night frequency, where hearts still speak in harmony. No need for words, just chords and space. And in this sound I find your face. Though we're apart in time and place, the music finds our hidden trace. You and me, invisibly, on the same late night frequency. The radio hums like you used to hum, soft and slow like we were one. I close my eyes and let it flow, and there you are in every note. You're not here, but you're not gone. You're in the bridge of every song. This kind of love don't need a line. It lives in echoes, out of time. You don't call and I don't write, but somehow we still share the night. A hidden way between our dreams, playing underneath the scenes. On this late night frequency, where hearts still speak in harmony. No need for words, just chords and space. And in this sound I find your face. Though we're apart in time and place, the music finds our hidden trace. You and me, invisibly, on the same late night frequency. Maybe it's hope, maybe it's fate, or maybe love just resonates in ways that distance can't erase. When rhythm holds what time can't take. On this late night frequency, you're still so close invisibly, beyond the miles, beyond the years. I feel you when the night is near. So let the song just softly play. We'll meet again some other way, still in tune emotionally, on the same late night frequency. No raised voice, no heavy rain, just quiet hearts learning to feel the strain. You looked at me with softer eyes, like you already knew goodbye. No need to ask where this will go. We both felt it, moving slow. Some things don't break, they just dissolve. And love's not something we can solve. But I won't blame you, won't rewrite the good we had in softer light. Not every ending has to burn. Some are just a quiet turn. So I'm letting go gently, with all the love you gave me. No bitter words, no final fight, just your shadow fading in the light. We held on for as long as true. Now the kindest thing to do is letting go. Gently from you. I'll keep the laughter, leave the pain, like footprints washed away by rain. No regrets, just a sigh or two, and every song that sounds like you. I won't pretend this doesn't ache, but breaking clean is not a mistake. You were a chapter, not the whole, and I still wish you peace and soul. You taught me love in quiet ways. Now I love you through the space. No need to Softer hearts are better friends, but right now I just breathe you out. No screaming storm, no fear, no doubt. I'm letting go gently, like turning down a melody. Not 'cause we didn't try to stay, but 'cause love sometimes walks away. So thank you for the quiet truth. From you. We didn't speak, we didn't move, just hearts in sync beneath the moon. The sky was quiet, but we were loud. Without a word, without a crowd. Your hand found mine like it was fate. Time stood still at heaven's gate. The stars looked down, they seemed to know that even moments come and go. In that starlit embrace, the world faded into grace. We were just two souls, no time, no space, floating in love's sweet trace. It didn't last, but it still stays in me. That starlit embrace. Your breath was warm against the chill, the kind of calm I feel still. The sky kept spinning far above, but we were wrapped in perfect love. It wasn't meant to be for long, but it was ours and it was strong. The stars, they watched, they didn't judge. They let us feel, they let us touch. In that starlit embrace, the world faded into grace. We were just two souls, no time, no space, floating in love's sweet trace. It didn't last, but it still stays in me. That starlit embrace. And now when I look at the sky, I don't cry, I don't ask why. I just remember how it felt to lose the world and find myself in that starlit embrace. Our forever in a single place. You held me like we had all time, and I still hold that light in mine. It didn't last, but it remains a fire in me, our starlit embrace, our starlit embrace. I still whisper your name in the quiet, like a prayer that never fades. We had stars inside our silence, but but some lights slip away. I wore your love like second skin. Thought we'd last through thick and thin, but time has a way of drawing lines, and not all hearts align. True love doesn't always stay. Sometimes it learns to walk away. But even if we're worlds apart, you're still a rhythm in my heart. You were the home I never owned, but somehow I've never felt alone. 'Cause true love, it never dies, it just says you're smiling in someone else's light, and I won't dim it with regret. I loved you enough to let you fly, even if I can't forget. I dream of us in some next life. No clocks, no tears, just time. And maybe then you'll call me without the need to try. True love doesn't always stay. Sometimes it learns to walk away. But even if we're worlds apart, you're still a rhythm in my heart. You were the home I never owned, but somehow dies, it just says goodbye. We didn't fail, we simply grew, and part of me still roots for you. If love means letting go with grace, then I've loved you in the truest way. True love doesn't always stay, but it finds a softer place to live between the beats and sighs. A quiet flame that still survives. You were my once in a lifetime kind, and even now you live inside. 'Cause true love, it never dies, it just says goodbye and still shine. Yeah, true love never dies, it just lives where the echoes hide. Didn't see you coming, like a quiet flame. Didn't ask for meaning, didn't need a name. You touched my soul before you touched my skin, and something deeper started burning in. I've known love that comes and fades, but this feels like we were made. Not just hearts, but something more, like we've opened a hidden door. This is higher love, it don't make sense, lifting me above the present tense. It's in the silence, it's in the air, a feeling that's just always there. No words to say when I rise above. It's more than real, it's higher love. You don't have to speak, I still feel you near, like our frequencies are crystal clear. Time time and space, they just dissolve. When you're around, I evolve. Not just lovers, something true. Like I was always meant for you. No need to chase, no need to try. This love was written in the sky. This is higher love beyond control. Like the universe just knows my soul. I float in you, no gravity. Your touch is pure serenity. I don't need proof, I don't need signs. This love transcends all space and time. Call it fate or something divine. I just know that you are mine. No logic, no plan, just how we feel, and that's how I know this love is real. This is higher love, it lifts me high, like a melody that never dies. Beyond the mind, beyond the fear, you're the light that pulls me near. So take me in, don't let me fall. This higher love that holds it all. No need for reasons, no need for rules. In your arms I'm breaking all the usual truths. It's not a dream I'm dreaming of. This is our forever higher love. We were just kids with stars in our eyes, dreaming of love under open skies. Whispers at night, promises we made. Said no matter what, we'd never fade. Then time took us down different roads. Let us stop, but the feeling never slowed. I held your name like a sacred song, even when the world moved on. Forever, that's what we said. Through every tear that we both shed, even when the winds would blow, our hearts would find their way back home. Years have passed, but here we are, still carrying that same old spark. Forever, it wasn't just a word, it's a truth we both have heard. I saw you again after all those years. One look and it all came clear. The silence broke with your gentle smile. We'd been apart, but just for a while. Every memory rushed right in, like a movie playing on my skin. You took my hand like you used to do, and I knew I still belong to you. Forever, that's what we said. Through every path our hearts had tread, even when the world grew cold, our fire never did grow old. Now you're here, just like before. Same sweet love we can't ignore. Forever, it lives inside our soul, a promise time could never hold. We were written in the stars, no matter how near or far. Every beat has led me back to you and all we never lacked. Forever, I still believe in all the magic we conceive. You and I, we stand again. was just waiting all along. Wrote your name in every line, folded dreams into rhymes, sang them low when the lights went out, like a secret I never dared shout. Painted stars just for your skies, held my truth behind soft eyes, gave you pieces I never showed. Even when you left, I never let go. For you, every melody I bled through, every word the night ever knew, I whispered it all soft and true. Even when you didn't stay, even when you walked away, I still gave it all for you. You never asked, but I still gave. From my quiet heart, wave by wave, poems on napkins, notes on skin, hoping one day you let them in. For you, every melody I bled through, every tear the silence drew, I held the flame steady and blue. Even when you turned to go, even when I felt alone, I still sang it all for you. Was it foolish? Was it brave to love like that with nothing saved? But in the dark, it still feels right to give my soul to the night for you. So if you ever hear a song that feels like where your heart belongs, know I still mean every line I drew. It was always, always for you. I saw you in the morning glow, in laughter soft and shadows low, every shade your soul could be. You were never just one thing to me. I loved your silence, I loved your fire, held your chaos and desire. But when you looked into my face, you only saw the empty space. You looked at me through a broken glass, never clear, just fading fast. All my colors bled to gray while I held yours every day. I was a prism shining true, but you never caught the view. You loved a version in your head while I loved you full spectrum red. that you care, but from a distance. Miss my truth with quiet persistence. Tried to bend just to be seen, but lost the hero I used to be. You wanted light, but not too bright. Comfort, not the honest fight. And now I trace the things you missed. In all the shades I still exist. You looked at me through a broken glass, never clear, just fading fast. All my colors bled to gray while I held yours every day. I was a prism shining true, but you never caught the view. You loved a version in your head, while I loved you full spectrum red. Every shade, every fight, no more mirrors cracked by doubt. I let your vision fade out. Still a prism shining free, no need for you to validate me. You loved a dream, soft and misread, but I still bloom in full spectrum red. I make my coffee just the same. Fold the sheets, whisper your name. Light breaks through the window pane, but it don't warm me like it used to. I've come so far, I've learned to stand. But mornings hit me like a crash. I tell myself I've got a plan, but truth is, I still miss your laugh. I'm stronger now, that much is true, but strength don't mean I'm over you. I'm lost without you, like a song without a tune, like the stars without the moon. Still trying to find my way through. Some nights I rise, some nights I fall, but deep inside I feel it all. I'm healing, yeah, but still I'm lost without you. Your sweater's still behind the door. I wear it when my heart feels sore. The world moves on, but I move slow, like shadows dancing soft and low. They say the pain will fade with time, but time just taught me how to lie. I smile, I shine, I live my life, but you're the silence in my mind. And when the world gets loud and bright, I still reach for you at night. I'm lost without you, like a flame without the spark, like the morning with no dark. Still holding pieces of your heart. Some days I breathe, some days I ache, but every step is yours I take. I'm healing, yeah, but still I'm lost without you. No, I don't need saving, but I miss the way we were. You were more than just a moment, you were every whispered word. I'm lost without you, but I'm finding who I am. With trembling feet I learn to stand, still carrying
Brush past memories, some crowded streets. Another face, another name, not you, but it repeats. The way we laugh, the way we dream. Now we're stories in someone else's scenes. I pour my coffee, you light your smoke. Different skies, but the same old goes. We're pages in two separate books, but sometimes I still look. In a parallel life we stayed, held on through the storms and the weight. You kissed my fears, I called your name, and nothing ever slipped away. We're strangers now, but I still feel that version of us somewhere real. In a world we never touched, we're still in love. Heard you laugh through a passing door. Felt like time rewinded once more. But you're not here, and I'm not there. Just echoes hanging in the air. You're loving someone I pretend to, but my heart keeps slipping back to you. We said goodbye with gentle lies, but the truth still cries. In a parallel life we stayed, held on through the storms and the weight. You kissed my fears, I called your name, and nothing ever slipped away. We're strangers now, but I still feel that version of us somewhere real. In a world we never touched, we're still in love. Maybe we meet in a dream each night. No traffic, no time, just moonlight. You hold my hand like it's still true, and I wake up missing you. In a parallel life we stayed, built a home where love never frayed. You never left, I never ran. We wrote forever in the sand. Though life moved on, I still believe somewhere your heart still beats for me. In a world we never touched, we're still in love. Yeah, in a world we never touched, we're still in love.
We never needed lines to trace what we were in time and space. You'd reach for me in quiet rooms, and I just know, no promises, no final scene, but you were always in between. The way your fingers brushed my sleeve said more than mouths could ever speak. No words, just the way you looked at me, like I was a song only you could read. In the hush, in the still, in the space we filled, love was loud, though our lips stayed sealed. No words, but I heard everything. You never called it what it was, and I was too afraid, because if we gave it a name, it might disappear like breath on glass, too close, too clear. You'd rest your hand upon my knee, a silent kind of symphony. We danced in pauses, lived in sighs, said goodbye without goodbye. No words, just the way you looked at me, like I was a truth only you could see. In the hush, in the still, in the space we filled, love was loud, though our lips stayed sealed. No words, but I heard everything. I still feel it in the quiet, in the hush before the dawn. You're the silence I still trust when everything else is gone. No words, but your eyes still speak to me in memory soft as autumn leaves. In the hush, in the still, in the space we filled, love still lives, though we said no things. No words, but I feel everything. You don't have to wear a smile for me. I've seen the cracks, the silent screams. You're drowning in a war no one can see, but I'm still here right where I should be. You say I deserve a brighter sky, but love don't walk when storms roll by. I don't need perfect, I need real, and I still believe in how you feel. So love me through the fire, even if your hands shake tired. I will be your calm, your quiet shore. When you can't take one step more, don't push me out in the cold. Baby, I'll carry what you hold. You don't have to rise, just try. And I love you through the fire. I've read the lines between your pain, heard your silence scream my name. They don't see the man I see, but I remember who you used to be. I know you're scared, you'll burn me too, but I'd walk through hell to get to you. You're not a burden I regret, you're the vow I haven't broken yet. So love me through the fire, even if your hands shake tired. I will be your calm, your quiet shore. When you can't take one step more, don't push me out in the cold. Baby, I'll carry what you hold. You don't have to rise, just try. And I love you through the fire, even if the light goes dim, even if you lose within. I won't leave, I won't let go. You still have my soul. So love me through the fire, let me be the one you hire to fight your ghost, to sing you home, even when you feel alone. I'm not afraid of your fall, I've seen the beauty You showed up like a faded song, said you've been gone too long, with sorry eyes and shaky hands, trying to fix what time can mend. And I said, baby, it's been years, but your name still rings clear, like the echo in that old hotel where promises once fell. I still got that room key tucked in my drawer, underneath all the letters I swore I'd burn, but couldn't let them turn to ash and leave. Nah, 'cause I'm holding on, or wishing you hadn't gone. It's just some doors never truly close, even when you're sleeping alone. That night you left, the air stood still. The forever turned downhill. I tried to toss that little card, but it stayed like a tattoo on my heart. And now you're here, eyes full of grace, like time forgot this place. But love don't live there anymore, just ghosts on the floor. Still got that room key, faded gold, just memories of a bed we once believed could hold 1,000 destinies. Not 'cause I need you now, or dream of turning it around. It's just some truths are hard to shake, even when you know the break. Maybe you came to say goodbye, but I already did that every night when I held that key and whispered low, I loved you more than you could know. Still got that